So yeah, what we have here is the culture mind map that we have in Dreamix. This culture mind map, of course, is a living organism. It's not stale, because some of the things are, stopping, or they're removed each year. Some new are added, and so on and so on. But how we say it is that for us, culture is what we do, not what we say. For example, we have our culture, which is the red circle in the middle, is based on 8 values that you see around it. We hire or work with people that have at least 5 of these values. And the smaller circles that you see around the values, these are deeds or activities that are making these values to be based, that are real, that are based on, on activities, as I mentioned, that are real. Because for us, culture is what we do, not what we say. For example, if we speak about strive for mastery, let's say, for us it's very important people to want to improve. Frankly, I don't think that there are many companies that will say we don't want our people to improve. However, the question is, what is the company doing in order to, stimulate that, in order to promote that in the organization, and so on and so on. So we have many things here, as you see. We have many clubs. These clubs, the funny part is that these clubs are not organized by me or someone else from the executives or someone else from the talents and culture department. These clubs were organized by the people. For example, we have a clubs on algorithms. This club was started 2 years ago by one of the juniors in the company, but a really good mathematician. And what the people can do is start a club, test it for 2-3 months, see whether there are participants. If there are no participants, the club is closed, and then something other is started, So this is how we learn, and this is how we grow this mind map here. And all these clubs that you are seeing, of course, there are many activities. People can choose which activities to participate in. We also provide something like 4 hours per week, which sometimes is hard to get. Of course, it's challenging, but the people know that they have these 4 hours that they can spend whether participating in the clubs, whether getting certified by someone. For example, in our company, we have an ambassador on certification. So if someone wants to get a Java certificate, let's say, he can go to this person in the company and he can tell him what is the process, what are the materials that he can go through, and so on and so on and so on, And for example, the ambassador program, it came from the people in the company, They saw that there is something that is missing as part of the puzzle, and they created it. So, very important, proactivity, as I mentioned. I will give you now several examples that happened. This year, in February, we started our own Java web course in FME. And this course was started without the participation of any of the executives in the company. It was started by one of the ladies in the Talents and Culture Club, because she is, connected with the people in the university about the administrative part, and 2 of the guys in our company that are being assistants for several years already in FEMI. So now we have our own course there on Java, for example. We have 10 other people that are assistants in the FEMI. So it is their decision, and we are supporting that by either giving them, let's say, more money, or by giving them more vacation days. So it is up to them to decide. So it is very, very important to have this mentality and mindset. When you see something that you can do, you know that the company is this support organism that you have, and you just do it. I'm here, for example, in my role, to connect people in the company with someone else outside maybe of the company. If they need some information, if they need some know-how, if they need something else, I'm here to help them out, to grow, to feel, to feel stimulated, to feel aligned by the mission. And I saw one of the things that you shared in the chat is that you have quarterly or monthly all around calls or something like that, where you give updates about the company. We have a monthly CEO talk, where the CEO is speaking about all this data that I showed you about the revenues, the profits, the goals, the updates on the goals, and on specific topic that the CEO has to share with the team each month, and also answering questions that are sent before the talk.
Stoyan, isn't
one
that good?
question. Sorry, one final question for me. We have our online store in Dreamix. Can you guess why we have an online store where we sell quote? Let's say you can find a hoodie, you can find all these type of things there that are branded with the Dreamix quote. You can write it in the chat or say it here, doesn't matter.
So the question is, why do you have an online store that sells Dreamix merchandise? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess using people as employer branding technique, because employees are proud to wear them and be associated with the brand. Charity?
Yes. So charity is the right answer. I will just show it to you. Sorry. Let me share. Here is, for example, our online store. Let's go to the main section just randomly. We have a gift tool. We say it's a gift tool where everyone can put a cause, and everyone from the company can donate to this cause. If someone is putting their own money, we double the money. If someone is putting the virtual money that we provide every month, they're just there, and the cause is materializing when the amount is reached. But here you can, for example, let's say, I don't know, buy a hoodie. Let me show you. You can just buy a hoodie, choose the size, and then choose the cause, and the money goes directly to the cause. So this is how we stimulate the donation in the company, because, you know, for example, personally, in our company, I want to have 1% of our revenue to be donated to some causes that are selected by everyone in the company. Last year, this was one of the biggest problems that we had. It was not stimulated so much. The donations were not the amount that we expected to be. So you have to be creative and think about things that you can do. So this is one of the things that we did. And many people bought merchandise that went directly to these causes.